Okay, so we've got some latitude and longitudes here. So essentially, latitude and longitude are the grid for our world, essentially. So we've got a picture of the Earth or the globe here, and as it says on this side, street maps use grid references such as like D7. So like if you go back and look at an old school map, you find a particular point by going across so many or up and down so many, and it's usually letters along the sides and numbers up. So like D7 would be across the D up to 7. Now, for the Earth or for the globe, we use some imaginary lines. We call these lines the latitude and longitude lines. Okay, and they're treated like a grid as they go around. Now, the parallels of latitude are imaginary lines that are parallel to the equator. So the equator is around the center, and we call that 0 degrees. Now, the next major ones we've got are, it doesn't actually matter because there's like technically tons and tons, and you can go as small as you want. But in this particular picture here, I hope you guys can see, we've got 0 degrees, and it goes up to 20 degrees north, 40 degrees north, 60 degrees north, 80 degrees north, until you get to the North Pole, which is right at 90 degrees. So it only goes from 0 to 90. Okay, so if you go in a northern direction, that's north, 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 and then south is going down, but the obviously in the opposite direction. Now, the way that I remember that these ones are called latitude is that lat is flat. And if you look at a globe side on, and then you put your hand up against the equator, or your arm against the equator, your arm should be pretty flat. And so the latitude, the lat, is flat, okay? Now, the other one we have are longitudes, or meridians of longitudes. Now, these are the ones that start at the top at the North Pole, and they work their way around, okay? Now, the starting point for the lines of longitude are at the 0 degrees here, the prime meridian. Now, the reason it's called the prime meridian, or the Greenwich meridian, is because it actually goes through a town in England called Greenwich. Okay, and it even says here Greenwich is pronounced Greenwich. Like Greenwich, it looks like Greenwich is pronounced Greenwich. Okay, so it's the Greenwich meridian. So it goes through a town called Greenwich, and that's where time starts. Now, if you go towards the east, okay, you're saying you're going that many degrees east. If you're going to the west, you're saying you're going that many degrees west, okay? Now, let's have a look at a map. So this is a flat map. So basically, they've juxtaposed this map here, okay? And so they've got the lines of latitude going up and down, and they've got the lines of longitude going side by side. So is the city of Buenos Aires and Argentina north or south of the equator? So here's Buenos Aires, and the equator is here, so it is south of the equator. Is Buenos Aires east or west of Greenwich? Well, Greenwich is at 0 degrees, so it is to the west, okay? Finally, what are the position coordinates of Odessa in the Ukraine? So Odessa over in Ukraine. Now, we don't have it exactly, but we can work it out. And the way we do this is we put, I believe it's the lines of latitude first. So it would be 45 degrees north and then 30 degrees east, okay? So that's pretty much how we write it, okay, this one here. So the coordinates of Odessa are approximately 45 degrees north, 30 degrees east, and there you go. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, guys, okay? I'm going to leave a worksheet for you to have a go at, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So catch you guys in the next one.